This is the Live For You podcast, a podcast built for creators to express themselves, discuss their purpose, and why they're on their quest to serve in this world. My name is Isaiah Olame, and I'm a creator, life coach, and here to serve my mission. Join me on this journey to bring more positivity in this world and helping others understand the true definition of living for you. Happy New Year, world. Still Live For You podcast. We're back again. We're episode 3. Episode 3.
Part 2. I still need parts of this conversation from last time.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, continuation.
So, and what made
Bring us back. See, where were we?
Rewind.
So just a recap of what we had in our last episode was about basketball and our greatest moments, strengths, weaknesses, things that we learned, how we grew, just all in all, a whole bunch of lessons that Kenny and I spoke about. Unfortunately, Mr. Meach wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has a lot to say, so we decided to kind of have like a part 2 of this conversation and really kind of dive deep into more conversation about our progress and life lessons in this game.
So the gist of the convo. Where'd you start? You started where? With where you start? So I know you guys talked about recruiting, but
yeah, we spoke on our recruiting.
We spoke
how we got to the school.
Okay.
And just where it blossomed from there.
Okay.
Honestly, so you got the floor. I want to give it to you. I want to give him the floor.
You gotta ask me questions because you guys ask each other questions.
Questions, man.
Tell people where you're from, man.
Facts.
So, Brockton, Massachusetts. A little bit south of Boston, small town, filled with a lot. It's like a melting pot, filled with a lot of unique type backgrounds: Haitians, Jamaicans, Cape Verdeans, whites, a little sprinkle of whites. Interesting place.
Very diverse.
Very diverse. I can say just a little small thing over there. Soccer is very big, so began playing soccer until I honestly graduated high school, but then my brother got into basketball. So once he got into basketball, I was like, I bet. I was like 12. I think that's when I really started playing a little bit, and then I saw Paul Pierce play.
Oh, word.
Because we were in Boston, so we had all the channels.
Word.
Shout out to CSN, facts.
Right.
You have that? I don't know if Rhode Island had that. Did you get like the Celtics channels?
Yeah.
Like you get to watch every home game.
Yeah.
Every game. Okay, I don't know, Rhode Island, like the Jets or something. Like, I don't know.
We did.
Yeah, Atlanta too, the Hawks.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
So why
Falcons and everything? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lit.
So why Elms, man? Like, why'd you decide to come to Elms?
Okay, so I just remember my senior year, I didn't have too well of grades in high school. I could say that. And then
Elms was a good school though.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's easy to get into Elms, but it's definitely easier than getting into like UMass Amherst.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like out there my senior year, and I was speaking to I had UMass Dartmouth, Fitchburg State, Salem State, and then like a JUCO, and then I think there was one more school. I'm blanking on it now. I was trying to walk on at Southern New Hampshire, which was a D2, a little bit. So the biggest one was UMass Dartmouth. So my senior year, which was 2012, right? So I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna go to UMass Dartmouth. Went over there, spoke with the coach, did a day, spent the day with the players. They're two upperclassmen. I'm like, all right, bet I'm coming to UMass Dartmouth. I played. Their point guard was ass, and I'm like, he's not good, because that's just how it felt. I'm like, all right, bet I got this. And I remember the Fitchburg State coach. This was very interesting. I remember Elms dean was looking at me. He sent me like a email. And I'm like, I just kind of blew it off, whatever. I didn't really care. And then Fitchburg State came to my state championship game. I had like 25. They were like, yo, we're rocking with you, this and the third. They just didn't give me enough money. And then UMass Dartmouth, I was like, all right, bet. It's not enough money. UMass Dartmouth, close, it's cheaper, this and the third. Didn't get in. So now I'm like, all right, I have no school at all. And it's June.
Yeah.
And I just graduated high school.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, bet. And it's crazy because it's like my brother had a D3 offer, and it was like a dream just to play college ball, but my pops was like, nah. It's quiet for that. Yeah, I mean, I love my pops. Shout out my pops, but he's the firstborn. You know what I'm saying? And like Caribbean parents are tough. You know what I'm saying? Like West Indies too. Like it's just like nah, education.
Yeah.
Like the oldest person has to go to school. So like my brother had better grades than me. and was able to get into really good schools. And he just ended up going to UMass Amherst. Hoop dream was over, and I was just like, nah, I gotta hoop. That's all I care about. I'm like, nope, I gotta hoop. All this time in the driveway, nah, I'm playing, bro. I gotta make it. So it's June. I had nothing, and then I remember this guy hit me from Florida, and he was like, yo, we have a prep school down here if you want to come and play, whatever. I told Dean, like, frame me type of thing. Like, I was like, I remember I responded to him. I was like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, I'm gonna go to this prep school. I'm gonna get an offer, make it cheap for my parents, and I have to go. This, that, and the third. Went to Florida, and it was like hell. It was like the worst 8 months of my life. And I remember the first day I was moving in, Dean called me, and he's like, yo, I cannot picture like this is exactly how it went. I was in a car with my mom, my mom and my brother, and then we went to go move in my stuff in Florida, and I'm like, yo, I feel like this is the right decision, but the place looked crazy. Like, this is a little suspect.
What school, if you don't mind me
asking? So
asking?
it was called Tampa Bay International Academy, right? And this is definitely the basketball scheme, which you go deeper. Basketball's very interesting. There's a lot of people money grab. Yeah. But I'm in there, I get a call from Dean, and he's like, yo, so Dimitri, like, we've been talking to you, like, what's up with you? Like, what's the deal? Like, I didn't know, I seen your year changed. Because I remember you were talking about a recruiting website, and I was on a website called Be Recruited. I don't even remember doing it, but I did it.
Same website.
Right? Okay, I think that's what it was. And I remember I did that, and he's like, yo, I seen your highlight tape, this, then the third. I'm like, yeah. Like, right now I'm at a prep school. And he's like, do you think you're going to go in D1? And I'm like, no. Like, I just want to go to college. He's like, okay, good, because you're not going D1. And I said, all right, Dean. And I'm like, yeah, it was tough. And I was like, yo, this is like the second time we spoke. I'm like, all right, like,
that's crazy.
Thank you.
Jeez.
You could have came my sophomore year. But you didn't. You went to the
I was supposed to. In reality, right?
Gotcha.
Because it's really interesting how life works. So I freed them, whatever. Ended up going throughout my year for prep school. I try to retake my SATs and stuff like that. Honestly, in my head, I was like, it was a point in time, I'm like, okay, I gotta try to get back into UMass Dartmouth. And I remember Dean was just always texting me here and there. And then he told me one day to follow some kid on Twitter, and it ended up being Kenny. And I was like, Boxhead Ken. And I know Kenny remembers this perfectly.
Absolutely.
And it was like, I remember I followed him, and I was just kind of sitting on it, seeing him doing like this windmill picture in his Avi, and I was just like, they're interesting. And I was college just on the third, so I was just kind of keeping him there, like in the loop. And then Dean just started talking to me heavier, so I remember it was just like, okay, it's looking bleak for looks right now, and I might have to just go JUCO. And I know Elms is there, so I talked to Kenny. He was just telling me what the word was, like, yeah, we're this, that, and the third. We just won. You guys were just winning, this, that. So I googled y'all, saw Andre French. Like, that was all I needed. I seen that, I was like, okay, he's nice. Like, he got what he wants. And it was just different for me. So I was like, all right, bet. And had a situation with Eckerd College, which was a D2, and then it didn't work. It just didn't work out. Because at the end of the day, let me put it like this: I got scammed. You get scammed, bro. At that school, I got scammed. So it doesn't even exist. Like, if you Google it, you won't. For the most part, you probably will see some old articles that we played, because we played some nasty kids. We played some really good schools, but it was a scam.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro, it was a scam. It was crazy. To this day, I don't even think I've never had that conversation with my father. No exaggeration. I don't even know how I ended up going there. Wow. But it's crazy how the world works, and that happened. And Dean was still talking to me, and I applied, and I came back in March, and I was just like, I'm not going back to Florida. So I just stayed in March and just was like, I'm gonna work at my dad's store, figure out my school situation. Dean was still there. Applied to Elms, got accepted. I was like, wow. All right, bet. I didn't even get to visit the school. My pops was like, you're going because you just got accepted. Simple as that. Fact. I'm like, all right, like, okay. So I didn't even visit the school until my orientation. Came there, spoke with Dean for like 5 seconds. I remember there was a bunch of us there. And I was just like, all right. And I don't know, there was something in my stomach that was just like I always tell you this, I told Kenny this, but like I always felt overlooked just being smaller. And I just knew Dre was nice, but I'm like, it's just, Dre just had a different feel to him than I did as a person. Like, I wasn't like that type of flamboyant dude. And like, I didn't have no tattoos. I was skinny as hell. Like, it was the opposite. I always just thought the game out because I was just like, yo, I'm better than everybody if I just think it. And I just felt like D didn't really care. And I remember I was just talking to people coming into my freshman year. We had a bunch of freshmen. And I'm just kind of like, all right, this is a scam too. I'm like, this is another scam. I'm like, this is going on. What the hell is going on? Like, you got 80 freshmen here. And all these kids is just sounding like, Dean gave me this, Dean told me that. Yeah, had someone come from Cali. It's like, nah. Like, I just came from down the street, in a sense. Like, you got a kid from Cali, he's playing on the team. No way you're cutting him at
Right,
the end of the
right.
day, you know. So it was interesting, you know, meeting y'all and this, that, and the third. But that's literally how I got to Elms, just that way.
The background. Do you got any questions for this kid? Because I got mad questions, and I think there's a lot we can definitely talk about and cover today, man.
I mean, Meech, you know, you're my guy, my brother, right? It's crazy how
Whenever someone says that, it's like, okay,
Oh God.
what are you gonna say, man?
Nah,
What's going
I'm
on?
keeping it real. Like, how I met Meech and became so cool with Meech to me is just real unique. Like, because in a way, he came through as like the little bro, you know, that I was annoyed with at first. You feel me? But over time, we gathered, we got together, we had mad interest. Like, it was just a vibe, and it's always been genuine. So
Yeah.
I just want to thank you for that person.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, thank you.
Because after Zeke left, you feel me, I was alone. You feel me? Like, you know me, I'm not the most vocal dude, obviously, but having someone to be by my side like that, that was definitely dope. I needed it for sure.
So, this is cool, man. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that I want to like. We never even discussed.
Nah,
it, but-
really, because I only had that year with you.
Yeah. So I mean, I've watched. You know, what I'm saying I've watched a lot of like the games. Obviously, after I graduated, but like I really do remember. You know, what I'm saying practice. How intense it was. You know what I mean? And like I wanted to ask you what was your like thought process going into practice, knowing you're gonna match up against like a Pierre, a Dre, like those are the dudes who were kind of in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Veteran guys too. Who Pierre
Who were
tough,
nice. Yeah,
Dre
nice.
tough. You know what I'm saying? And who else? Who am I missing? Another guard?
When I was there, I mean, you had the Jerry, him.
Oh yeah, Jerry too.
You
Yeah.
feel me? After that, it was more so. No,
You didn't play with Ant, did you?
Ant was there.
And
Oh, he was
Ant
there?
was there. Yeah.
the thing is,
Was it Philly there too?
Philly. Shout Philly.
The thing is, like, yeah, you saying, you know, I'm not the strongest guy, I'm not the fastest guy, but one thing that you did, that I did notice whenever I would practice, it's like, yo, Meech will bring his all every practice, and point guards, Pierre would get mad at that, like, he would get tight at that, cause like, yo, you're hacking, you're doing this, you're not playing defense, this is, but yo, this dude brought that grit, you know what I mean, every time. And not to like fast forward, but there was this one game, I think it was against Keene State.
Okay, yeah. First game we won that year. Yeah.
Our first game.
First game I started. Yeah.
Did you start that game?
Yeah, that was the first game I started.
So that game, yo, I think you probably scored a few buckets. I think.
Yeah, I had like 5 assists.
But guess what? That's not.
We got the dub. Yeah.
Yo, the intangibles.
Yeah, little things. Yeah.
What you were doing on the court. I'm like, yo, this kid is working.
But the thing is, I always tell this to Kenny. This is the thing. I never had this deep conversation with Uzi, but like, cause like obviously he was there for like the 2 years, but cause in high school like I was averaging like 20 a game, so that was like with ease. Like I honestly could have averaged 30, but I was just always an unselfish guy, honestly. So I was just like, everybody was trash. Like I knew I could score 30 to this day. I'm like, you know, my brother always would try me like, yo, why don't you like, yo, go get 40, cause you can. That's how you're gonna win the game.
I understand that.
You see me? So when I came, it was like, okay. And then when Dean left, and it was like, okay. To be honest to God, I didn't think I was going to make the team if Dean was coaching. That's on my mother. Because he just gave me a vibe that was weird. And I must say this. If we're being honest, we're being real, I knew I was better than a lot of the freshmen that were there. Just naturally. I was just like, nah, I'm better than him. And also, I went through a hell of a year at a prep school that no one went through. So I always held that in the back of my head. I'm like, no one went through what I got through to get here, period. Yeah. Like, the things that we did at that prep school, bro, I have relationships to this day with people from Netherlands, France, New Zealand, Chicago, Illinois, Niagara Falls, New York. Those are all my guys. Like, to this day, I speak with them because we went through mad stuff. Like, I'm talking about you eating this for dinner. Literally, the type of thing. Like, but you did 3 days, and this is what you get for dinner. You know, like, he was that type of guy. It was hell, bro. It was hell. Yeah, bro, there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot
that to the authorities.
Yo,
man. What's going on over there?
A lot of guys did. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
crazy.
It's crazy. No, but it was just insane because a lot of schools do that. And they try to get kids to just pay their bread and like, you know, go D1. Nah, like, it's not like that. I think out of that whole thing, it was just like me and another guy that ended up playing in college. Out of like the 18 guys that was there. You know, so that's when I was like, all right, I prayed for this every day. Like, God bless me. Like, you know, but when I got there, I'm like, Dean is not going to pick me up. Yeah. Period. And I remember when he left, it was weird. Like, my gut was just kind of relieved. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, I already knew what I could do. Pickup was going well. And I just remembered Southall was coming, and I was just like, all right, we got a new coach. Say less. Like, he has no idea what
he has no
one. Oh, he had no idea. Because at the end of the day, if we're being realistic, like, I'm a name drop. Like, like when he recruited Jalen, who was supposed to be a D1 player. He was a D1 recruit at one point in time. And he got a jersey over me.
Yeah.
That's no question, no ifs, ands, or buts. He got Servon coming from Atlanta. He got a jersey over me. He went to Trips practice every single day. He got a jersey over me. Kanye was an all-star dunking contest. He was at his all-star game. He got a jersey over me. So I'm like, all right, I'm not getting anything. But Southall came in, it's quiet. And he doesn't know anything. So I'm like, all right, bet. He only has 2 days, 3 days. I'm capitalizing. And I was a ninja.
I hear you.
You see me?
So did you like? Was your mentality like? Did you really like compare yourself to
every day? I don't even care what you about to say, bro.
No.
Because I compare, like, at the end of the day, when I came in, I was like, French.
Yeah.
Like, that's the person I want to be.
Okay.
Period, right? In my head. Because I'm like, I scored 20 a night in high school, and he's scoring 18 plus a night in college, and y'all winning. I'm like, French. And he's literally my height. So I'm like, that's perfect. Like, French is exactly who I want to be, right? But then, like, I came in, and he wasn't playing the first semester, and Pierre was different. You know, he was way smoother. And it was like, you just start thinking, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it was just like focusing on getting a spot. And I was like, who do I have to get that spot over on? And once I got that, I was like, okay, I know Ant and all these guys came with egos. It was crazy, because I'm like, I always thought in my head, like, I know we could win games as I'm playing, because I don't have no ego. Because I'm just, like, all about the team. And that's how I was even in high school, like I said. Like, I could score 30, but I'll score 15 humbly and just pass the ball to get other guys involved.
Yeah.
So I knew, I'm like, all right, I didn't need to score 30 on this team. We had guys like you. We had Jerry. We had Mush. You know, so we had a young, Connie. So we had guys. I was like, okay, they're gonna be able to score. I just have to find them in their spots. Like, so it's just like I started thinking the game a bit more, which I can say like I was happy for, but I was never able, like the Keene State game. Like in my head, I'm like, all right, I could have just gone for 10, 15. Just now, but it wasn't.
But you made. I remember how I felt.
He was diamond.
Yeah. And I remember how I felt winning that game, because I was like, man, this is my senior year. We're 0-3 or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like we're struggling.
And I'm like, man, what's going on? Mm-hmm. And I remember, what I'm saying, you being on the court and just doing a lot of the intangibles, really going at it, like, yo, like, this is my senior year. Like, like your mentality is like,
this is my last game.
This is my last game.
Bro, because this was like, I knew, it was crazy. You see those guys, we played those first 2 games, I played like 4 minutes. Yeah. I played 4 minutes the last 3 minutes of the first game, because we were getting smacked. Yeah. And then the second game, I came in, and it was like the last 9 minutes. And
I felt that energy, man. And I was like, yo, this kid is special, man. This could be working. Obviously, we all got some stuff to work on, but this kid can work. But going back to what you were saying, where like, being able to like produce and knowing that you can score and do that. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was a freshman, when I was coming in, as a senior at Mount Pleasant, I was like, yo, I was coming off a great senior season, averaging a lot of points. Like, I was like, yo, wherever I go, I'm working, and I got to college, and that was still my mentality. I was like, yo, I'm getting a bucket. I'm getting buckets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was my mentality. But
he's like, you can't guard me.
I'm getting buckets. I'm calling follow. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a bucket. But the thing is, what I realized at the college level was, all right, it's not a. Oh, damn! The battery died.
Oh.
Yeah. But then that's crazy. The battery. I thought the battery was better than that. But in the midst of all of like what was I saying? So when I got to Elms and when I was just like playing, my mentality was to get a bucket. But the thing is, I started to realize that, all right, that's not my role. You know what I'm saying? I had, like you said, there's other people who are better scorers or other people who got that role. So what I'm gonna do is find a way to get playing time. So that means, all right, what do I gotta do to get on the court? Do I gotta hustle extra more than this person? Do I gotta run the floors harder than this person? Do I gotta play the best player on the other team? I started utilizing my other skills that people weren't really utilizing as much. So I was like, yo, you know what? I'm a team player. There's some people who I played with who are more like very individual in their minds, and that didn't work, and that didn't work for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough because you have to take a back seat, and I don't want to take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I just came off a great senior year in high school. I'm ready to hoop. Like, I'm not trying to sit the bench or watch. I'm trying to like do this, but you know what? You got to compete to get to the conference championship. every game matters. You got to take care of your body. You got to make sure your scorers, your defenders, your shooters are all good, and you got to make sure you know your role and what you're supposed to do. So that's the approach that I started to take when I
That's the mode of a championship team. I feel like.
Yeah.
When you got guys that realize who's the scorers, you feel me?
Yeah.
Who's the defenders?
Yeah.
Who's the energy guys? That's what you now filled all the voids you need for a championship team, because in the playoffs, the intensity is heightened.
Yeah.
You feel me? Guys may not be in a groove like they normally are. So that's when your role players come in. That's when your bench guys come in and hold it down, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we got a mush coming off the bench hitting big threes for us when we need him.
And
he
didn't
when
even really
the French
complain.
is off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he didn't really complain like that either.
He didn't complain, but
He
that's
spazzed that one game though.
Of course,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna have
Because the thing was but like he spazzed. Whoa,
He
he
did
spazzed
spaz.
that
He
day.
spazzed.
Yeah,
He spazzed.
and he had rightfully so, but he played like 10 minutes, I believe. And it's just like, all right. He's like,
What game was this?
I
remember he like spazzed out a couple games.
Bro, if I look at the schedule, I could.
But I don't remember like a specific game, but him spazzing.
Bro, I
out.
remember he spazzed.
Was it an away game?
No, it was a home game, and we're in our locker room. And he just spazzed. He's like, "Yo, if you're not gonna play me, don't play me, my guy."
Oh, I remember that.
I remember.
I don't know who he played though.
That's easy one.
I remember Coach. I remember in the locker room after we lost to Mitchell, the head coach, man, that got him in his chest, man. Like, he dude was crying. I never seen that dude cry
Mitchell?
once. No,
the championship.
Yeah. He was hurt, man. He really wanted that.
Yeah.
Was that that was the closest, right?
Remember
So
Connie
far.
was crying.
No, he didn't
Sean.
cry. He didn't. Oh, your game. Your
You talking about what? Chip?
Your champ. No, what champ? What?
Bro, the same chip you was in, I was in.
No, Connie didn't tear up.
He wasn't Connie tearing up?
Nah, he
Which
didn't tear
one?
up.
The championship game?
Yeah, junior.
Nah, he didn't cry.
Oh, yeah.
I know, Keyshawn
When he was a
Yeah.
freshman, when he was a freshman, my senior year, no freshman,
Yeah, we
no
didn't
freshman
cry.
cried.
Yeah, we were good.
Like, we got another year. We got 3
It
more
was like,
years,
yeah,
man. We're
we
good,
can't go-
man.
Gone, baby. Like, we lit. No, it was literally it was the Wesley not the Wesley game. It was the Southern Vermont game, because Wesley game was when that incident happened with JB, and we played Southern Vermont the next game, and we lost to them for some reason, and he just spazzed. That's when we must spaz. Because we were downstairs at home, yeah. Because he was playing he played 10 minutes and he played 13 minutes. He's like, all right, cuz.
We was in the locker room.
I remember that perfectly now. I had to look at the thing. I'm like, all right, I remember that shit.
It's crazy though. Like, your I think senior year when Connie and Keyshawn unfortunately missed those free throws, man. And then the locker room, because I was there. I remember and I remember going into the locker room. Ooh.
Can I just say a weird thing about that game though?
You were hurt though, right? You were
Bro,
hurt.
I was hurt. Yeah,
No,
but
like
it was-
physically, you were hurt.
Oh, injured?
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not.
that game was probably the
Senior
most
year, I
healthy
was-
we looked. though.
Yeah, I
I thought
mean,
you were
that
hurt.
game I was
Yeah,
good,
adrenaline.
but that season I was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
unhealthy that season. But I was never really 100. But I just remember in that game, like I remember like us just sticking around with him. You feel me?
Yeah.
And staying in the game. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's another game. Like this is the semifinal. We good. It was the semis, right?
Yeah.
Semis. I'm like, yeah, we good. We gonna win this game. We'll never lose this game. And then you feel me? The end of the game is close. Like they started matching shots that we was hitting, and it's like, yo, whoa, wait a minute. I remember Big Buddy, the big man with the tats. Yeah, he just hitting shots. I'm like, what?
Yeah. He was working.
That
He
was
ended up
a
hitting those
He
free throws.
Yeah.
It was a perfect storm for them.
Yeah, they had him and Ray
Yeah.
Farmer. You remember Ray Farmer?
Yeah, I remember him. I remember number 34 or
I always
15.
respected him. 34.
34.
Lefty, I think, right?
Yeah, lefty, yeah.
But that team was. See, the thing is though, like.
And they had a nice point guard.
Yeah, but like the thing was like the team that we had was just kind of. It was definitely. I don't know. This is like another facet of just college basketball too. Because when we came in our freshman year, we had a lot of older guys. Like you guys were just some OGs type of thing, and it was drastic because like we knew, like I knew. That's when you said like you know your role in a sense. Like obviously my freshman year was just like, all right, I'm gonna just do what I can to stay on the court.
Yeah.
And I remember that's what separated me from like the Ant King or you know stuff like that. Like guys that were ahead of me in a sense when I first came. A Triffon, like I was like, all right, I know what I have to bring with a team like this.
Yeah.
Because we had guys that could score 20 any night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bet. And we were also dunk cool. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was just kind of cool. Everybody kind of latched on. Bus rides. People were talking to one another a bit more oftenly. Like we just built that camaraderie with the older guys in like the cafeteria, things like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it
saying?
was cool.
Yeah, but that
it
year was that year. If you were there that year, Z, like it was just like there was a lot of disconnect because he brought in different recruits. You know, he brought in JUCO guys, so he got guys that was not nowhere. They weren't with us.
So who's South Hall guys?
I mean, the guys he brought the guys from Stick, so it's just like a different. Yeah, there's like that's the thing. Like I see that element now.
But no.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
no.
okay, yep.
Yeah, and I understand the element now of just like you bring those guys. At the end of the day, there's gonna be conflict because it's just like you got older guys. They're not here to sit the bench. You know.
Yeah,
it makes sense. You don't bring in a guy that's gonna be a junior and not playing. You know.
Well,
so you had sophomores who were freshmen your senior year. It's like we're coming back. We're working in the summer, and it's like all right, bet like.
I mean, it's funny though, cause like my senior year, he Southpaw did give people opportunity, man. Like he gave people not the majority of the season, cause the majority of the season we did play a lot of minutes, but like as far as like, all right, I'm gonna start you. Or I mean, do this. Yeah, Servan was starting for a few games. He was getting minutes.
Not freshman year.
I know. I'm saying
not
that.
Freshman year.
I know. That's all I can speak on. I don't know.
You see me? Because your year only me and Connie played. That's freshman.
Sir played. Ant played.
Ant played, and it, like
the only thing that I think what separates you from a lot of them was, you know, I like, you know, shout out to
no, but everybody brought different. Yeah, it made sense.
I think what really kept you on the court on the team is I love basketball. I'm never gonna fall out of love with the game to this day. Mm-hmm. But I think what really kept you on the facts to this day. I think what kept you on the floor and what kept you on the game is that. Kept you in the game and stuff is your mentality. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be a part of the team and have a role. Like, yo, this is I contributed. You know what I mean? And that's what you wanted to do. I feel like other guys, if they weren't playing, then like that was the end of the world.
It was so crazy because it's like that made me.
And we've been there. I've been there. You may not have been there, but I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So like. It's a low feeling, like, man, I feel like I can play, I feel like I can do something, and you're not hearing your name called, but you just gotta support your teammates and get in the gym and work, you know what I mean? And just know that one day an opportunity is gonna come, and you're gonna do whatever you can to seize it.
That's what I love about my class.
Yeah.
It wasn't really just like we not playing, so fuck it, you know. Excuse my language, but it was more like, what can we do to figure it out first? Like. All right, we know we're not in the gym like that. Well, we're not in the gym. Like, get in the gym more. Be around energy more. Like, asking questions to coach more. Even if they dumb questions, I'm showing coach that I'm here. Like, what'd you say, coach? You said, 2, 3? Okay. Yeah. All right. Got you.
Yeah, engaged.
Okay. Just being engaged, being involved, like, cheering on the bench. Like, all that matters, bro. Just being in good spirits. Because that energy you bring is gonna come back to you, bro. It is. So just work.
So your biggest moment as a freshman. What was your biggest moment, like as far as basketball as a freshman in college? Like your biggest, dang man, I'm never gonna forget this. Like,
I mean, it gotta be the King game.
Oh yeah,
the King game, because after that it was just kind of like
you had a couple good home games too, man.
Yeah, but those things like kind of. I remember those. I played my part. It was more so King, like we looked. Like we were desperate. Like we didn't. Like Pierre was out. Yeah. And then you know Ant played a couple times, but it wasn't working. Yeah. And it's like, all right, I'm gonna start you. So the pressure of just like I have some of my freshman boys is like, yo, go do your thing, and then you have some other dudes that won't even say a word to you. So you know there's some animosity there. It's like, yo, that ain't even nice. And I just remember having that energy in practice, just going crazy, like just going sick, like just being hella like everyone, like just going. I was zeroed in because it was just like, all right. I wanted everything I wanted is here. It's very interesting because it's just like in my head I'm like, all right, I want to play college ball. That's the dream. And then you get there and it's like, all right, I want to be a starter. That's just what it is. Like that's the goal. And then once I got, it's like, all right, you're starting. It was surreal.
I wonder where that came from. The these guys not better than me. Like I wonder where that, because I didn't feel that way if you were getting burned or if like Walt was getting burned or something. I'm like, yo, get a bucket. You know what I mean? I always was support. Yeah,
but we had guys that quit the team too. So the guys that quit the team for the most part felt that way. It's not, they don't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it. Like it's in your intuition.
Like if you got minutes over me, I'm your biggest supporter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like
I know I'm gonna make sure you work. I'm gonna make sure those minutes are worth it. But like if you're playing, I'm not gonna hate and be like, yo, you're not good. Like,
cause I think I was just being realistic too. Cause like when Pierre got hurt and he came back, in my head I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the bench at some point. Like I just know I am. Yeah. But it was just crazy because it's like I wasn't thinking, all right, let me get a 20 ball so I can solidify my starting spot. It was different. Could, right? Oh yeah, it was literally just because like at this point I'm like I had to claw just to get in the rotation.
Sometimes that happens though. Like you have a good performance, hey, we're gonna roll with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it was weird because it's like he did that, but it's just kind of like I'm too smart to know that stuff. Like you gotta keep certain guys happy. Pierre's an older guy, and it's just like I'm not gonna score 20, and Pierre can score better than I can. He has the confidence to score better than I can. So like at some point he's gonna start again, and then he did, and and then when he left the team, I'm like, all right, bet I'm back in there. When he left the team, it's like, all right. Oh wait, Andre Fresh is coming back. And you're like, okay, I can drop 30. I'm not like so now I already knew the deal. Like he started Andre Fresh his first game off the bench. I'm like, man, it's all fake.
No,
like
but
it's cool though.
But
like,
Dre to his defense though, like we're talking about someone who's probably like top.
he's gonna go down one of the best players at that school.
Yeah, so that's different.
Yes, I already knew that. I was like
top 2.
Yeah, that's different.
It's all about who you want to put at number 1. It's top 2.
And the coach. The thing is with Dre too, he's known obviously at Elms.
Yeah.
So like that. In Elms obviously there has a lot of like people within the community who are very like big with basketball and big fans. So like if you see Dre sit on the bench,
like what? Yeah, you're going crazy.
Hey, Mr. Southall, can we have a talk with you? You know what I mean? So that's not gonna just wasn't gonna like go down. But man, I like your mentality, man. So going forward though, like I wasn't really there. So like how was it? Like how to transition, like going into from freshman to sophomore year, right? Like, how is that? How is it different? Like your mentality and your approach of the game and stuff. Just how was it different for you? You know what
after having a year under your belt.
Yeah, after having a year under your belt.
That one was just like it was just you have a pep to your step. The summer was just like you want to look different, feel different. So I was just working out way more. I think I remember I was like I tried to grow a beard. Like I was doing different things. I was growing my hair out. I was like, all right, I'm very focused. Like, I'm very zeroed in.
We also coming off a loss in the chip. So.
Yeah, that too. So we were in the gym out the gate. So it's just kind of like, all right. And you talk to all your boys. It's like, this is my goals for next year. This is what we want to do. And we want to win a chip. And we know what it takes to get there. So it's just like, I was just in the gym like every day. I remember I'll work out in the morning, go to my dad's store, work. My brother would go back to the gym at night. I'll go with him. And I just did that like literally every day. And I just remember those times. Shout out to my Filipinos. They would have runs on Wednesday nights, go over there. And I was like one of the younger guys, so it was just cool to go over do that every Wednesday. Play like 2-3 hours at the nighttime. So I'll do the same thing, work out in the morning. And it's like, all right, pick up at this gym or work out with my brother at night, stuff like that. Yeah. So it was just doing that every day. And I just seen it. I remember I copied my stats. And I remember I put it on the wall. And just wrote some numbers that I wanted to have because we had the year-end meeting with Southall. So it's just the mindset was I'm starting. Period. Andre Fresh is gone. This is my spot. And then, but this is at the time Pierre wasn't coming. Like Pierre wasn't nowhere to be found, right? So it's just like
I forgot you had another year.
So he quit, right? He quit. But it was just like so my mindset was like, what? Like this is an easy bucket.
Oh wait, my bad to cut you off. Was he there in the playoffs, Pierre?
Not on the team.
Oh my gosh. No. Oh, I like. All right,
go ahead. Yeah, because he quit. When did he quit? It was random when he quit too. It was like in January. When we played Babson.
So quick.
Were you there? It was when we played Babson, right?
Yeah, he wasn't there for that game, right?
He was
the first half of the season?
No, I remember when we were in the locker room at Babson. Do y'all remember that?
At Babson.
We played at Babson.
Oh, my senior?
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember, yeah.
And he spazzed, and that was his last game. I just remember that.
I remember you spazzing that game.
Yeah, that's my first ever technical foul.
Yeah.
I never got a tech.
That when that happened, I was like, all right, like he's not coming back, and Dre graduated.
Oh wait, Dre was done.
Yeah, Dre was done.
So I was like, all right, bet. Like that summer was like it's on, and then.
Oh no! Dre was coming on.
Dre?
Yeah.
Dre.
Andre French.
Yeah,
my sophomore year.
Oh no!
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I thought
he played only the first half of a season.
Second
half.
He
played the end.
He played the second half.
Yeah, Babson was the beginning of the second half.
Yeah. No, he played like a certain date. It was weird. He played like the 5th or something, and we played Babson the 3rd. Because we played Leslie. I remember this perfectly because he couldn't play the very, very first game we played. And then, so we played Babson the first game, and then he really quit. And all that stuff, and then the 5th
Babson's always been great, though.
When we got there, they got nice. When we got there. They weren't good. They weren't that good before that.
Babson is
when my freshman year came,
recent success.
Yeah. More so recent.
They won a chip, so it's like you got it. That to get head off to that program.
Yeah. So they capitalized on the run. You got a great player. It takes one player. It literally takes one player, and they got one player that was just like the best in the country.
All right, so I'm about to ask some because I'm about to like ask some questions. So like, did you ever feel like low or like depressed during like the seasons and stuff?
Yeah,
Like-
that's easy though. That's
like-
like that happens with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But like
He don't even know, man.
Nah, he don't know at all. That sophomore year was drastic because it's like you come in and I was out playing. We had our first scrimmage, and I literally was like one of the top guards, like played very well. And I was just like, all right, I'm playing. Like after that game, I was like, all right, I knew I'm playing. I'm on a different team for practice now. This, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, I'm in my zone. I hit the space.
yeah.
Right? What I call flow. When you hit the flow, life is all about flow, right? That's just pure happiness. When you hit flow in your life, you got it. It's like I was just in that flow state, and then I got a concussion in the practice before our first game.
Oh wow.
So I didn't play the second scrimmage, and I was out.
You was out for a grip.
Yeah, I missed like the first.
How'd you get
games.
concussion?
It was like a loose ball or something, and I'm trying to get that shit.
I know exactly what happened.
He probably tried to get up mad fast too.
Loose ball. I think you like dove for it.
Yeah.
Hit your head on. I think you hit your head on somebody's knee.
Yeah, it was Kadar's knee.
Knocked Meech out.
Yeah, facts. So it was just like doing that, boom, and then I was like, all right. I was low, but I wasn't low. It wasn't like drastic. It was like, dang, like all right, I'm gonna come back. And I seen 6 games, and we weren't doing too well. I'm like, all right, bad. There's still opportunity there. So then when I came back, played immediately. So I played the first game. I remember I had 18 minutes. Went 0 for 4. I was tight because all I did was just shoot like every day. All I did was just get working every day. In the summer, and then when I came with Connie and Triff.
Was that at Wheeler?
Nah, at Rick. No, I lied. We were home. We were home against Rick, and I remember I was just tight. And then the next game, I didn't play good in my eyes. And the next game, he started me, and I was just like, what? I just played bad, and it was my second game back.
Do you think your career would have been different if Dean was on the team? I mean, Dean was.
Bro, I wouldn't be on the team. I'm telling you right now.
But
I wouldn't be on the team.
But how would you say that though? Because I feel
Bro,
like I was gonna say that I feel like he.
I don't know if you like that style. I don't know.
I feel like he was, based on what you were saying, I feel like he was the only coach who still kept the dude, kept asking like, yo, like what's going on? How's this? You know.
What, with Dean?
Yeah.
He did a little bit my freshman year, but then I never spoke to him after that. Yeah. So I already knew it, and then he still was speaking to Triff and like Connie 2-3 years later down the road, and I was just like, all right, I peaked game. Cause I'm telling you, I wasn't gonna be on the team. That's facts. That's just point blank period, bro.
That's his guy. That's Dean.
Yeah. I mean, I had no problem with Dean, but I just know that I got lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like with that aspect from my perspective. Yeah. You know, the program I look at it differently, but it's just.
You know, one time, this is a funny story for you, real quick. So one time I was we were on the bus or whatever, and coming back from an away game. And I think it was like a tournament in Jersey, and I remember like Tex and Walt going back and forth like, yo, like I get like these guys ain't really trying to mess with me, man. I'm looking to probably transfer to Rhode Island College or blah. And the Walt's like, nah, man, you're good, man. Just chill. And I was like, yo, Dean doesn't rock with me. I know he doesn't rock with me. And I texted to Dean. I texted that to Dean. I was like, yo, Dean doesn't rock with me. I know he doesn't rock with me. But by accident though, I was like. Then I was like, oh, like Dean.
It's over for you getting cut.
So I'm like, dang. So I'm like, what the? I was like, whoa. I sent the text message to Dean that I meant to send to you, and he was just like, and then I just was like, I can't remember what I said, but I just was like, yo, Coach Dean, disregard that message. But like he looked at it and just had this face, like just looking at me, and then Coach Silva was just like, what the heck? Whatever. So we just got back in the gym. He didn't care, whatever. Me and Dean, he gave me an opportunity. My junior year was tough. My junior year was really tough because I felt like players didn't really, like coaches didn't really view me as someone who can contribute. So I really, really, worked hard. I really worked mad hard to get playing time. And me and Dean weren't always on the same page. But as far as, playing ball, and doing whatever I could to get minutes and contribute, he messed with it. You know what I mean? He messed with it. There was one time, I don't know if you remember, I'll be shooting threes, and every time they're like, yo, we don't want you shooting, we want you slashing, and this and that. I was shooting threes, and I was making them. It was at Mitchell. I was making them. Every time I made them, I would just look at Dean. I'm like, I make another one, just look at him. Just look at him. And Coach was like, yo, we don't really want you, when you shoot, we don't really want you looking at the Coach Dean. Out of here, man.
I remember I was on the bench one time and you did that. And they were like, yo, I see keep looking over here.
Yeah.
I knew exactly why, yo.
Yeah, man.
Saying, I can shoot these.
I can shoot.
But
man.
ever since that happened, because he used to tell me, yo, you can't shoot the ball. I worked on my jump shot like crazy.
Yeah.
To this day, I still be working on my jump shot. And I think that's embedded in me. You know what I mean? Even though the last game we played, I was taking mad shots. Nah, you wasn't even there. You wasn't even there.
I saw you at the other game.
First half, I hit like 3 threes, I think, and then the second half I went cold, but it felt good though, man.
No, I mean it's interesting, bro. Like.
Will you ever fall out of love with basketball?
Oh no, that's not it. But never. Like that's not.
Because some people do, man.
But I think the thing is, I can tell you this though. I can tell you that when you're out of that element of like playing 6 times a day, instead of the third, it definitely tests your like your will, in a sense, your work ethic, because it's like you're just you're forced to work out every year to be prepared. So I understand when I see a lot of former college athletes like they get obese, that they gain weight. No, I see it all the time. Yeah. It's just like I'm like, yo, like in this picture, like, you were 1,000 points score. This, then the third, like, you look at them, it's just like nah, like now they're living. Like it's very interesting.
I know,
very
man.
interesting. I see it, but I find that because I'm like you practice 6 days a week for 7 months straight, and it's like that's all you have, and then you're getting told, you know, you can't shoot, or this, and the third. It's a lot of mental games. Yeah. That's why I gotta understand.
It is a lot of mental games.
Yeah, it's unhealthy. It could be unhealthy from time to time if you're not, you know, just confident in yourself. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. It's very interesting. It was very interesting, like 4 years there, to say the least.
Weird.
I have a great question for you. Mm-hmm. At any point in your career, did you feel like, because obviously when you're senior, you had more of a leadership role.
Yeah.
Do you felt like you were 100% like respected by everybody?
No.
And if so, if not, like how did that affect how you led and how you played?
I affected a lot because it was just kind of like my mindset was, I remember he made me like a leader with you and Tyler your senior year. I'm like, what? Like, I'm a sophomore.
Tyler.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Scott.
T. Scott.
Impact.
You know? So it was like, I did that, and I'm like, all right, like, I'm a leader, so I have to be nice, I guess, in my eyes. That's just, but that's the morale, and that was just kind of the makeup of our team. It was just, you have to earn their respect by how well you played. Yeah, but it was just, it was definitely, I flowed off of the idea of just, like, team. So if you had guys on the team that were sour, that just wasn't with it, it was very distracting for me, because it was like, if I pull this 3, if I do this X, Y, and Z, who's gonna kind of back me up at the end of the day for what I did or what decision I made?
Yeah, man,
you know?
that's crazy.
Well,
man.
I get mad because I'm like, we in men's leagues and stuff like that, and it's just like, if you even do that, then like I have guys get that tweak for if I do a turnover. If I have a turnover,
who's tweaking for?
Well, I'm just saying it happens. Yo, I'm just saying.
Oh my god,
that's just reality. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Like, it's just real, but like at the end of the day, it's never that serious.
Did they do that last week?
Well, but the thing is, I don't care if my decision at this point in my life, like I'm too confident in myself, and I don't care about the decision I make because I know it's the right one for me.
Throw a ball at the head, man.
Well, I'm just saying, that's just how it goes. But when you're young, when I was younger, that's the reason why I'm so. Now you lost me. Now I'm gonna be the opposite. Now I'm gonna be fully confident in what I did because I worked so hard. I'm like, I don't care. I'm taking a shot. I think we were down. We were up 3, and they were trying to double us, and I was open in the corner. I am taking that to end the game. I will take that again and again and again. And I tell you I missed. Like, yo, why'd you take that? And I'm like, yo, I bet on myself to end the game. So I'm like, if I made that 3, it's up 6 now. Yeah. You know, and I remember there was just times like, you have a coach, you have some coaches that's just on your back. They're saying you can't shoot this, down the third, and it's like you go 0 for 1, you're 0 for 80 in their eyes. It's just like, you're like, damn, I just took
I know what you mean, man.
You know, and it's like, it's crazy because you're at 18, 19, 20, and you're in an element where it's business for guys. Like, coaches are they're feeding their kids off this. Yeah. So it's different from high school, you know? I
got 2 comments to make. You said you would take that shot, something 3. It goes back to, I think 2 weeks ago, we were blowing the team out in the summer league, not summer league, in this league, men's league game, and then like it ended up being like 42-43, and we had the possession, and it was like 7 seconds left, and my man Kenny got the ball, and I'm like, yo, like I'm looking at him like I'm here, but he's like, oh, yo, this guy got it. Like, it's weird. I kind of already, like, I know you made the game winning shot, but I kind of already knew, like, whatever you was gonna do, it was gonna be a bucket. Just because it just seemed, I don't know, some things you just can't explain. It just seemed real, like, oh yeah, he's gonna get a bucket. Can't just coming down normal, like 5, 4, like a little step back or whatever, 3. I'm like, yo, this guy just hit a game winner. Like, no reaction, just like, yeah, I'm supposed to do this. I do this. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. What people don't know though, like that's so much time put in working on that. You know what I'm saying? Like working on that move, working on that shot. Like, yeah, you made it there, but you know how many times you made it, like in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's huge. That's
Even
huge,
putting
man.
yourself in that position. Like,
Yeah.
I personally was never the one to have the ball in my hand at the end of the game.
I mean, you didn't do it last week either.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, there's an example too. Because last week we were in the same situation. You didn't take it.
Oh,
You
who
feel me?
who took the shot?
Travis.
Oh, weird.
But you know, that's just like kind of.
Did he made it?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
But-
that's dope, man.
but I'm just-
Hey, it's every dog got a shine, man.
Well, it's just interesting. It's
Yeah.
just very interesting because
Yeah.
it's just like naturally that's not your personality.
Yeah.
Like your
so what?
personality is
Yeah.
not
What the
that,
heck
so-
happened? What made you like?
Yo, honestly, it was off of the game itself.
It was a read.
I wasn't hooping to my
Yeah.
abilities. I felt like
Yeah.
I was having a very bad game, and I was like, honestly, bro, give me the ball.
Yeah.
That's
I knew
honestly, that was it.
when you said that, I was like, yo, he's,
When I seen him miss the free throw and we had time, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm getting this. Like, I just
Yeah.
knew it. I felt it, and I knew what I was gonna do too. It was gonna be a pull.
I got another question I want to ask you. If you can redo your 4 years over again, what would you change? What would you not change?
I would change just my I don't know the kind like I
Like
didn't
bring
think
you right now, bring this
Yeah.
meet into freshman year.
I was just telling you fucking just hoop. Just like hoop, like just be confident. You know the game.
Is that what you feel like you really like?
Oh yeah, 110%. Like I could go 3 for 20 now in any game I play. I could care less. Because it's just like in my eyes, I'm like, as long as I felt like every shot was a good shot, this, that, and the third, I made the right drives, I made this, that, and the third, I'm good. I can live with it. Whereas in college, it was like,
Everyone's
man,
watching your shot.
yo, it was just drastic. Like I only get 3 turnovers,
Yeah.
and it's like I have 80. And I'm just like, yo, I didn't think it was that. I know we all make mistakes, but I'm making plays too, and it's just like now you're not gonna be as confident. You don't want to go between your legs. You don't want to do anything. You're just gonna be like, I'm gonna be conservative and just make sure I'm safe.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing too. Like us as adults and just like mentors and peers to like younger people, you can literally you could change someone's narrative for the rest of their life. Period. That's just what it is. So and something like basketball to a lot of people is very important. And if you either strip it away, sometimes it could go left for somebody, you know. So that's the reason why I always take it now. Just whenever if I ever continue being in coaching, this and the third, I always will like empower a kid to continue to do what they do. Yeah. But it's like, okay, you gotta learn this element. You gotta learn this element. Yeah. And then the one thing I wouldn't change was just the way my career went. Like, I mean, everything that happened. Like, I could sleep. I'm okay with that. Like. I know other guys are going to talk about I scored 1,000. I could talk about I scored 30 at Mitchell, this, that, and the third. Yeah. I honestly will never forget like the King game. I was able to bring a college coach's first ever head coaching win. You know, things like that.
Facts, bro. Facts.
And then just being
a big part of that.
Yeah.
Club.
You know, and then being able to have a senior night game.
Yeah.
You know, my family members are there, and I fouled out and this and the third, but I felt like I played the best game I could have. Like I was so satisfied, but that like the way the years went. Just like it is what it is.
Yeah,
like, I can sleep with that at night.
That's dope, man. Yeah. That's dope, man. I was gonna say, I think you mentioned something about like getting your shots up and not really caring. One thing I do have to give like respect to is like Dre, man. Like playing with him, like he took a lot of shots, right? And it's crazy thinking like me, obviously like getting real comfortable. Like my junior, senior year, I started like being more active in offense, but you know. Throughout the majority of my college career, he took a lot of shots. And the thing is, sometimes you be thinking, oh, like, this person's going to think this person's going to think that. Oh, man, I'm getting mad shots up right now. But, like, you have that responsibility, like, man, like, I'm getting mad shots up right now. So, like, people are either mad at me or they love me, you know what I mean? But to have the confidence to be like, yo, I'm going to get a shot up either way. Mm-hmm. That's huge, man. Because you're, at any given night, you could be either hot or cold. Mm-hmm. But, like, and someone can hate you or someone can love you, you know what I mean? And it's like when you're cold, say if you're cold for like 4 games, they're like, yo, he's not good. Like, but he's getting his shots up, he's getting all these right shots up and he's doing his thing. But another game, say if he's playing 3 games and he's hot, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and he's doing his thing, then you love him, you know what I mean? So just to be able to have that confidence and be like, yo, I'm gonna be who I am, regardless if I'm making my shots or missing my shots, I'm gonna deliver. I feel like that's a skill right there to have that confidence to be like, yo, like I'm gonna play how I play, how I know I can play, how I can contribute, regardless, you know what I'm saying, regardless of how many shots I take and how many shots I make or miss. Yeah. And I think that people don't really talk about that, because the fact that the dude was willing to just put himself out there like that, because he can be like, all right, you know, I'm just gonna be this or whatever, you know what I mean, passive, or I'm not gonna be myself, but he was himself. And I think for me too, I kind of struggled trying to find my my image, like who am I, what can I really contribute. And I think that I finally found my way throughout the years, you know what I'm saying. It took a little time, but I found it, you know what I mean. And I was like, this is what I can do. And I think for people it's different. Like he was able to find that right away, like, because when he came in, he was getting shots up even when they were seniors. Okay, you know what I mean. Like they were seniors and he was still like getting them shots up. So that tells you a lot about the dude's character and his mentality. And then so everyone's unique and different in their own way. And that's what I gotta say, man. But
it's very interesting, because I mean I was able to have, because I saw we had Jerry. Yeah. And I was able to see Jerry go senior year. Yeah. Because y'all went there for that, and that was different. And that was interesting too, because it was like we all knew that he was gonna get his, but it was kind of weird because it's just, I don't know, like from a coaching standpoint,
he got a lot of shots up too.
Yeah, but he was efficient.
Yeah, he was
very efficient. You know, so it was just like confusing, because he would, for the most part, 90% of the time, he if he put up 20, he made 11. You know, so
I wonder how Dre and Jerry would have like played if Jerry was still on the team my senior year.
Oh yeah, I mean that one I don't lose sleep about that. Honestly.
No, I'm just saying I wonder how that would have like worked.
I'm curious too, but I'm like it depends, because I wonder if that narrative, if that never happened, if Jerry would have won. Too much, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I wonder if that happened, if we could have lost the Regis game like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like things like that. It's like, okay, I gotta get my 30. You're like, no, you go. I'm going. No, I'm on. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and also I think there's something like that could fuel. You know, your demise fuels you, you know, at the end of the day. So he was able to, Jerry had that, came back the next year, he was more prepared. The next year, same thing, you know. So I wonder, it's interesting how life works, because it's just like those patterns.
I got one more, I'm not keep asking questions. I got one more question. First of all, it's unfortunate that this battery went out, because I was vibing to it, but, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get new batteries, and this is never going to happen again. And we might have to do a part 3, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to still continue to talk about. But I wanted to ask you if there's any advice that you can give to like the college student, the high school student getting ready to start his college career as far as basketball, and the current college students playing ball right now. Like, what would you student athlete playing ball right now? What would your advice be? Three advice to them.
One would be, you always gotta put the work in. So you gotta put in your 10,000 hours. Your success. If you want like long lasting success, you gotta put in your 10,000 hours. You can't string in. People that string 5 good games in a row is just different from someone that can string in a good game every now and then. Yeah. So that's the difference from like you to the 1%. It's just we gotta work every day, 10,000 hours. The second thing is always would be just be confident in yourself and your game. You know, you got to college, or you're going to college without the college coach's help at the end of the day. So you're good enough. So don't ever question if you're good enough or not to play at that level, because you got recruited. Like,
facts. Meeks, tell him, man.
Oh, my bad. He's breaking the mic. But yeah, like you got recruited. Like you don't suck. Like at the end of the day, they wanted you, so you got yourself there. So you should never lose the fact that like your confidence in yourself. And then the third thing would be just how you live your day to day. I think certain people, I don't know, it's just interesting. Like when I saw my freshman year, how certain people maneuvered. Mm-hmm. But I think again, that's what separates us from a national championship. Like there were certain guys. I think I spoke to certain coaches and this, that, and the third. It's just like certain players that went that far or are just that good. It's just like they did wake up. Yeah. At 6 a.m. They had certain people that was in their circle that they all worked hard with, and this, that, and the third.
You remember those, man? Your freshman year, you remember
6 a.m. was wild.
You remember, them joints was crazy,
bro. But I feel like we needed it. We definitely needed it. They brought us together.
But one time Arsenio was like, because we were doing tire flips, and Arsenio was like, he was like Isaiah and I don't know who I matched up against, but he was like Isaiah. I think it was Josh. He was like, you guys are going against each other. And we were like I would throw the tire against Josh, and he'd throw it back at me, and it's like, who's gonna fall? Who's gonna give up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you get to a point where you just stop or whatever. But like the energy, man. I wish you played with Arsenio, man, and just experienced his leadership. Like you think like Flowers are obviously a great leader, but like Sin, man, he like will lock up somebody multiple times, and they would get a 10-second violation. Multiple times. Like this dude, you ain't getting past him. Like he's strong. He's like he's hair. He's hair. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting past the dude. Like 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 that leadership from that team, like Juan, Fly, Arsenio, Edgar, like all of those dudes who were the seniors and the veterans and stuff. Like man, I learned so much from them because they just worked mad hard, bro. And like they just worked hard, bro. And I'm seeing other dudes work hard like this. I gotta get it in too, man. So
it's contagious.
It's just
contagious. It was definitely contagious. And once Walt showed me the way, and you, it was kind of like I brought that into next season.
Yeah.
You know, I had Connie coming up under me.
Yeah, facts.
And I remember going at Connie just every day.
Yeah,
get him better. Like why not? What are we gonna wait? We wasting practice time if we're not trying to make each other better.
Yeah.
And I knew that he played similar position to me.
Yeah.
And he was the only one who could really check me. I felt like that.
Yeah.
So why not go ahead and make him better, just like you did me? You feel me?
Yeah.
Just like Jamal used to do.
Jamal, Carson, all those dudes, Dave, all those guys, man.
You
know what? We're gonna have an episode one of these days where we're gonna try to get everybody here, man. Just bring them all in the basement, find chairs and stuff, and just have everybody.
But I also gotta hear their perspective on what things are going now too.
Oh
I'm curious about that.
Yeah. But you know what?